Hey folks, welcome back to the Hidden Day. We're have another episode with Content Safe because we're going to get it rolling and show you guys how it works, particularly for us in the field who have been canceled at times. Content Safe is going to help keep us on board all the different platforms. And Daryl Becker is here from Content Safe, and he's going to share how we're going to actually set it up with the Hidden Day, so you can see how it works and going forward, what's that going to do for all your content and getting it out there. So welcome to the show, Daryl.
Hey, David, it's great to be back.
Yep, that was a fun show last time. We went off on some tangents, right?
There was some tangents, true, but I think it all relates to what gets censored and what gets actually out there and available for people and what's important alternative media that, is really helping people in general.
Yeah, exactly. And this is exactly why we need Content Safe. So we're going to walk you through, folks. So Daryl, if you can just give folks an idea of, right from the scratch. They don't know anything about you. What are you
Right.
going to do for them?
Well, first off, ContentSafe is a video distribution company. We take these videos that you make. For example, you have a channel up on Rumble, and because you can't have one on YouTube because it's gotten already censored over there. So we would take your Rumble video and just replicate it over there on BitChute and Odyssey and Band.video and Gab.tv. And, we give you basically a nice option of about 13 different choices of locations to have your video. And it gets replicated in all of those places. So you can send it directly to us at contentsafe.co. You could send your video and a thumbnail, and you could send the show title, the description, and we'll take care of all the publishing on 5 channels. Or you could just publish the way you already are. If, like, for example, if you already have a routine to go up on Rumble, well, then you don't need to break your routine. We'll just grab everything from Rumble and then replicate it up on 5 other places. So the point is that you're growing your audience on other places. And that's what when it comes down to just us doing the work, it's about $1 an upload, for an average user. If you have like one show a week, that roughly comes out to about $100 a month. And that's, that's what our service looks like. And then it's a little, more complicated though. Say if you want to say you want some authority over there on BitChute and Odyssey. Well, you're not going to get authority on BitChute and Odyssey with one show or 20 shows. You're going to want to navigate your entire library over. We do that too. We can actually navigate all of your past shows onto a platform. That in each platform, that is obviously is a little more expensive than $100 because that's bandwidth and time that we spend. But it's something that's something like I don't think any normal user could ever really do. You'd have to be paying your media team to be uploading and uploading and uploading over and over again. Well, we got that already scripted and automatic at ContentSafe. So that's
That's nice.
kind of
'Cause
what
I
it
know
looks like,
for me, it's a pain. I gotta jump on each channel and then upload it and then wait for it to be done. And it's like over and over and over, time consuming. So this is going
It
to be
is.
great. It just takes everything. So now I have several channels on Rumble. It's all under one umbrella, but then you can make a different channels. So I just give you the
Yeah.
umbrella, and then you match all of the other channels, or each channel individually. I give you.
Well, yeah, it would all depend. I mean, that we have to work it out on a case by case basis,
Hmm.
but some people have like playlists, and then we can keep them all together as a playlist. And like you said, you have multiple channels. Well, yeah, each channel would be a separate event to sort of navigate over to a different platform, like BitChute and Odyssey, for example. And I'm mentioning those ones because those are big. There's like a lot of people on those ones right now. Um, I would say that Rumble is like, edging up on YouTube as far as like video content.
Okay.
It's really a big channel up there, thanks to what Russell Brand has been bringing to that channel. Because he made a big deal with Rumble, and for a lot of money, and now he has his channel over there. And yeah, I mean, safe dangerous. That's what some of these really popular media personalities are sometimes, is that they'll say things right up to the edge of what's what's actually truly groundbreaking information. But for people who are just opening up, waking up to things, Russell Brand is a great gateway drug, kind of like Joe Rogan. You
Mm,
know, it was also safe, dangerous. They'll be waking up. For what I see here and what you've got at the Hidden Day and other clients that we've got at ContentSafe, these people are groundbreaking, and people are, actually saying things that directly push the envelope. And this is why you just can't easily have a channel on YouTube,
hmm
because they just want to make sure that your messages do not get out there. And yeah, it's really, I know I diverted away from your question. It's very simple. Yeah, we pick a channel, we have to get it out there onto the places that you decide where you want to go.
hmm
And that's a little bit of a business meeting to say, hey, you have this much material to push out there. That's going to cost this much. If it's a different deal, of course, if you have, like, say, I've got one specific show, I put it up every single Friday, and I want it in these 5 places. Well, that's very straightforward.
hmm
We could do that. But if you're like, and I also have this channel and this channel, well, guess what? That's a different thing for each channel. That's a
Yep.
different upload. So yeah,
Well,
that's the
now
way it works.
I have Rumble has a thing where it automatically takes things from YouTube and puts them and copies them over to Rumble. Now, let's say that happens. I just put it on YouTube. Rumble picks it up. You can pull it off of Rumble and send it to the rest of them. Does that
Sure.
happen
And we
automatically, or I got to let you know?
once we set up with you, it would happen automatically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 So we'll just
No.
go. So
Yeah.
I would just upload to one and then boom, and then just a little while later I'll see it on everybody else.
Yep. Upload once, publish far and wide. That's kind of the method that I like to make it easy for the content producers. And that's one way to keep the content safe, is just growing the audience, just
Mm,
having it up there. There's, in terms of fighting censorship, I think it's really good that instead of, say, spending your time on actually uploading, which is what we do good, we can do that job really, really well. Instead, you could be working on making clips,
hmm
like best of clips, like some of the best of moments, like the best, like, clip parts of our last conversation, for example. And you have that right out there. And those are the things that really draw attention. I highly recommend artists, and producers out there like you to just consider, like, getting some of the best of clips. And you can sometimes put them up on YouTube if you just, like, really selectively make the words cut just so.
hmm
And you for sure can get them out there on TikTok, which grows a channel over there and points directions, in more audience in that direction. Right now, we're not publishing to those locations, but that's just a matter of time, because we grow the number of places of where we can be publishing, over time. But definitely, that's like, instead of spending time uploading to where you're automatically wanting to go, or growing your channel like on Odyssey and BitChute, for example, really would help to just like focus on be making those clips. And we do have some, in service areas where we, inside of ContentSafe, where we do a la carte things, like some media production, some transcript production, and of course offsite storage, because there's nothing
Okay.
quite like, yeah, like having all of your stuff backed up. That's another thing, keeping
Yeah,
it safe.
absolutely. Now, what about the shorts? I know YouTube has shorts. They got to be under a minute.
Yeah.
And Facebook has those videos and everything too. The
Yeah, that's exactly, those are viable places to just go ahead and put your stuff up there. And it's gonna, it could really make it work, because there's like attention span problems, of course, but then there's
Mhm.
just like, not just that, it's just about, like, giving someone a real good reason for why they want to get to the heart of the matter. Like when you were explaining certain aspects of the Hebrew alphabet last time, you know, that part, I got to tell you, I had to go over a few times to really get the gist of it, because
Because
it was filled with information, and I am not a scholar in linguistics and understanding the knowledge of these ancient languages. um I'm also not a biblical scholar. I'm very novice to these topics, so it's a beginner point for me. So that
okay.
would be the part where slowing it all down and just zooming right in to the most important messages. And that's where you can really get it out there, which does lead to the topic that you opened the show with today, which is what you give to your audience, who they are, and what you give them, how you make the world better.
Mm-hmm.
Today's secret message.
Yep, I like it. I like it. All right, so walk me through it. I'm brand new, and I say, "Hey, Daryl, this sounds great. What do you want me to do now?"
I want you to go right to set up a meeting with Matt at ContentSafe.co, and immediately he'll just find out the particulars of your business. He will find out how much actual content do you want to move, and give you a menu of all the places that you could put it on.
Okay, so we set a meeting with Matt, and
Yeah,
we tell him what we're looking to do, and he'll give us some advice.
yeah. Then
Oh,
he'll
okay.
say, I can do that. I can do, like if you're trying to keep it to a budget and just 5 locations, and you have 1 show a week, that's a very doable job. That's certainly like I said before, it's coming down to about $1 an upload, and these are uploads, and it means that you don't have to really change your schedule. But he does need some back end data from places, sometimes, like that. He's setting up a channel for you for like on all these other platforms,
Hmm.
like BitChute and Odyssey, etc.
If you have
So
one, you could just give it to him.
yes, if you have one already, you just send over the operator information, and then we'll take it from there.
Oh, okay,
And
great.
also, you pay for a month, and you can get that month free. If you don't like what we're doing, we'll just refund you. We for
Okay,
sure give you a free
so
month
it's a
and
100% money back guarantee.
30 days. Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
30 days, and that's
Yeah.
definitely long enough. That's if you're doing one a week, there's 4.
Yes. Yeah. We're aiming to get it satisfaction out there. We haven't had any money back to happen yet so far.
Yeah, typically you
So
don't when you offer it because you're willing to offer it. So you
yeah,
have confidence in your product.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I
We used
give
to
it.
have like lifetime offers where we're collecting lifetime clients where they paid one large fee
Mm-hmm.
for a lifetime of 5 platforms to upload to,
Mm-hmm.
and that deal is expired at this point.
Mm.
um
Well, yeah, I mean, you can get up to hundreds of thousands of videos at one point. So,
Yeah, exactly. We can't afford to give that sweetheart deal away anymore. And we even had some, like alpha clients where they were right there in the beginning, and for trade of testimonials, they got up there for big shows for sure. Like the advertising for us has been equal to the cost of uploading. So, like that, therefore we give a pretty good deal for that one.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's really very simple. You know, basically, contentsafe.co, and immediately like emailing, like setting up, hitting the contact right there. Matt will get in contact, and he'll set up right there with you to find out where exactly do you want to go,
Mm-hmm.
and what are the locations, and how often.
Yep. And you can always, yeah, he'll show you how to link your previous material if you want to put that up as well. But
Yeah,
that's
and then
all in
there's
there.
so navigating your whole library over to a platform is a specific job. So then that's like where you have to take a good peek at exactly how many videos are we talking,
Mm-hmm.
and how many platforms. We've had some pretty prolific shows, like the Flyover Conservatives. They make a 5 days a week show kind of thing,
Mm.
and that was a substantial job. But when we have it all scripted, it gets done in a couple weeks, as far as like all those shows are navigated over, you know
Mm-hmm.
and that's some credibility, because then someone, like, they go to your channel over there, and you haven't previously been on Odyssey, for example, or BitChute, or for example, band.video. You weren't there before, now you're suddenly there en masse. Your whole show is there, like all of
Nice.
it is there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good plan. All right, so we
Yeah.
set that up, and then your um, Matt will follow up, and we start to upload the videos. And then what do you do? Like a credit card for the payment, and you just bill monthly, or?
Yeah, yeah, we just take a card and bill monthly. And our company is financially based in Kentucky and Nevada, so we kind of have that kind of situation going on. But we kind of spread ourselves out a bit because we do have personnel in Kentucky, but I'm over here in Hawaii and Matt is in the Philippines.
Oh,
So
look at that.
we spread ourselves out, and it gets a lot of the job done.
Yeah, well, you can cover all the time zones, so that's good.
Yeah, we can actually. That's actually part of the point.
Okay. And that, I mean, that sounds pretty simple. Set the schedule, tell them what you want.
Yeah.
Put up the credit card info, and it kind of happens from there. I guess there's follow up involved. Hey, if you got any communication, hey, change this or move that or whatever. But as far as you don't really have to do anything else if you don't want it to change. It's just every time you upload a video, it will automatically go over to all the other platforms.
Right. And mostly we don't have to ask for anything from the content producer, except for like the data, say if they already have an Odyssey channel or something like that. Hey, we need the opening, data just to open up that channel to use that one instead of making a new one.
Mm-hmm.
But that's in the beginning stage. We usually don't need to talk or ask for anything. You see, the funny part about all of these platforms like Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey, etc., is that they all have different requirements
Mm-hmm.
for the pixel size of your thumbnail and the characters that you're allowed to use for your description. They all have different rules, the
Yep.
quality of video that you're allowed to upload. They all have different rules. And that just changes everything. So we flex with their rules because we can't change the platform. This is
Yeah,
why
it
there's
does it
no
automatically, right?
right. Well, our system does it automatically. We
Mm-hmm.
we change it to like what needs to happen over for Rumble, BitChute, Odyssey, and Band.video. They all have these specific rules, so we have to flow with them. And we usually don't need to talk to you, the content producers, about that. We just do it. That's
Yeah,
we
here
know
it is.
their rules, and we're trying to get in contact with them because obviously, if they did have a uniform way of all just accepting thumbnail and description and title, then and video format, that would be perfect because it would be like the RSS feed for podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you don't need ContentSafe for the podcasts, even though we can do that service and distribute it. You take the audio for your video and put it through Buzzsprout. That's the company we're using. And then we just get that up there as a podcast as well. We can do that, but RSS feeds, see, they were made very nice and uniform. I believe thanks to the efforts of Aaron Schwartz and other people who made RSS feed a possibility, so that information, like in terms of audio, is universal, and there's no need for a ContentSafe for audio. But the reason that there is a need for ContentSafe for video is that because of these platforms that they all have, they're not working together to have a uniform code for how it all works.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't
some of
seem like they're
them,
interested.
yeah, they I think they're thinking in the realm of I would say, what was that called? Like orthodox competition,
Mm.
instead of actual real competition is wonderful thing because it's actually where there's collaboration. It's like the difference where you're told as a kid, hey, don't look at your friend's paper when you're like when you're taking a test. You're supposed to look at only your own. You're not supposed to be able to, it's cheating to be able to look at what everyone else is doing. Well, the problem with that is the real world doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's usually the problem. The school teaches exactly how the real world doesn't work. The real world works where everyone gets to look at everyone else's paper,
Mm-hmm.
and that creates like a high grade. It's a big open book test, basically. And that makes everyone getting a really excellent job done. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, some of these companies, they really we're trying to get in touch with them, the people at the top of them, obviously, because they just have not made it easy for the content producer. Otherwise, you wouldn't have our company wouldn't exist if it was easy. If BitChute didn't fail for uploads so frequently, then it would, there would be no need. And that's where we saw the need. We saw the need for like preserving the content, getting it out there, distributing it. Yeah, basically.
I like it. I like it. So that's it. It's real simple, and it does keep everything in order for you guys. I know, especially like you're just talking about BitChute. It's like sometimes it's 3 or 4 times you get it. You're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then it fails, and you got to start it all over again. So this is ideal to just have everything go up on its own, essentially, and you could put it up on a channel that's easy to upload to. So that's a beautiful thing. Again, it's ContentSafe.co. Don't put the M on there, okay? And it's you'll set a time with Matt, but you're talking with Daryl right now. But you'll set a time with Matt, and he'll go over all your information. It's simple as that. Tell you, according to what you want, how much it would be. Sounds like it's dirt cheap to me. So we're gonna put that. We'll show you the hidden day. We'll put all the channels down below in the links, and we'll let you know so you can actually follow along and see. Hey, this video went up. When did the other ones go up? How long did that take? What does it look like? And how it makes it nice and uniform across the board, and how it makes your life a million times simpler. So thanks for joining us today, Daryl. And folks, we're looking forward to getting the content out there and all over the place. So even if you're deleted on one spot, YouTube, then you still have it up on all the other spots, and you still have a voice out there. So any last words, Daryl?
Yeah, contentsafe.co, and thanks so much.
All right. So you guys have a blessed day, Lord willing. If we're still here, we'll see you next time. You have a great day. Bye-bye.